RCCO on air. You're now locked into the pulse of the city, where information and music conspire. RCCO on air. Get ready to tune in for advice and the hottest tunes. From life hacks to killer tracks, we've got it all for you. RCCO on air, bringing you ultimate radio experience.
A pleasant afternoon, folks. This is CM, and you're currently tuning into your fortnightly 4 p.m. habit, where refreshing music and substantial legal discussions that's only here on RCCO On Air, where music and information meets. Your awesome source for great tunes and legal insights is now on LinkedIn and YouTube. And if you are a home buyer or just someone who's planning to do so, we've got a question for you. Have you ever counted down the days to the settlement, only to watch the deadline come and go, leaving you stuck with extra rent, rescheduled movers, and a mountain of stress? I'm just thinking about it, but it sounds really frustrating, right? And today on RCCO On Air, we're tackling a legal headache that's more common than you might think. And presenting to you today our episode called Delayed Settlements, when timelines go chaotic. Whether you're a future homeowner eager to move in, or a seller relying on those funds for your next chapter, settlement delays can throw everything off course. But how do they happen? And more importantly, how can you prevent them? To help us understand who's responsible when things go wrong and how you can protect yourself from costly delays, we're joined by one of the top conveyancing lawyers at Victoria at the moment, and she is one of the trusted. And we've got attorney Rochelle Castro, who happens to be the principal lawyer of RC&Co Lawyers. She will break down what you need to know and what steps can help keep your property timeline on track. Extra.
Thanks for having me back here in RCCO On Air. The advice that I have for today is about troubles that has led to delayed settlements. So the advice that's sought is our property settlement was delayed due to incomplete paperwork, causing us to incur additional costs and stress. We have to extend our rental lease and reschedule movers. How can such delays be prevented and who is accountable? In conveyancing, the best practice is about 3 to 4 weeks before settlement, paperwork needs to be prepared already. And by the time it is around 1 week, most of the paperwork have already been signed off, which includes verification of your identity. So that by the last week, it's just the final checks of all the paperwork that have to be dealt with. So it's best practice, whether you are selling or whether you are buying property, that you give at least 1 week at minimum allowance when moving in or out of the property. Do not do the exact day. You just never know. I've had, unfortunately, this is where I heard stories that they're expecting to move in on the settlement date. On that day, they had their movers and a moving truck with all their furniture waiting in front of the house. Unfortunately, the settlement has been delayed, and they had no place to stay. There is that option to enter into a license agreement with the current owner before settlement, and the license agreement would allow the person who is supposed to move in, the new owner, to live there even before settlement. So that's a license agreement that allows them to occupy the dwelling before settlement. That is an option, and that would allow moving in earlier than the settlement date. But really, best practice, don't do the exact dates of the settlement date. Allow 1 to 2 weeks allowance for moving in and out of the property in the event of any delays. Because the reality is, all parties are involved in signing off and preparing documents. It may not be a representative, it may be a representative or the other's representative or their client. Because of the dynamics in conveyancing, it's just important to give it that contingency of at least a week before moving in and out. in or out of your property. Thanks for having me again, and see you next time here in RCCO On Air.
Thank you, Attorney Rochelle, for unpacking such an important topic. For anyone looking to buy or sell in Victoria, understanding how to safeguard your settlement timeline isn't just a legal technicality. It's going to be your peace of mind. Knowing your responsibilities, your rights, and working with experienced professionals can help prevent the financial and emotional stress of delays. When you encounter any legal matters, just always know that our legal professionals only here at RCCO Lawyers are ready to assist you anytime. Send us a message on any of our inbox, on our social media accounts. We're actually present on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter or X, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you want to look up more information about RCCO Lawyers, please visit our website. That's www.rccolawyers.com. Once again, that's www.rccolawyers.com.
RCCO On Air News Break.
Properties across Australia are taking longer to sell, with nearly 83,000 listings now sitting on the market for more than 6 months. That is according to SQM Research's latest data. That's up 8.8% in May alone and 13.5% compared to last year. Sydney's old listings jumped 5.7% in May and 29.5% over the year. Melbourne saw a 6.2 monthly increase and 15.8% year-on-year rise. Even in Brisbane and Perth, long-term listings ticked higher last month. Industry experts believe many sellers are refusing to drop asking prices, hoping buyers will eventually meet their expectations. With fewer active buyers out there, this strategy has left many homes unsold for months. But there's a silver lining. SQM's Lewis Christopher predicts that stronger buyer confidence, driven by recent stability in interest rates, should prompt higher turnover this winter, bringing those stale listings back to life.
RCCO On Air News Break.
And that concludes our afternoon today. Another day, another episode well spent. RCCO Lawyers are always here to offer legal support, and we anticipate your messages on our Facebook inbox as well as on our other various social media channels. Do not forget that information is your greatest weapon. Keep yourself informed and legally empowered. Until next time, where music and information meets, that's only here on RCCO On Air. Goodbye, everyone. See you in 2 weeks.
RCCO On Air. Gotcha the scoop you need and the tunes you love. RCCO On Air. Stay curious. Stay groovy. RCCO On Air. Now signing off.
Seeking a legal champion to protect your interests? At RCCO Lawyers, we dedicate our steadfast effectiveness, resourcefulness, and clarity to yield the best results for you.
My name is Rochelle Castro. I'm the principal lawyer of RCCO Lawyers. We have 4 offices around Australia, so we're a national Australian law firm. We have a headquarters in Melbourne, we have an office in Sydney, in Brisbane, and also in Perth, Western Australia. We specialize in particular practices from commercial contracts, commercial litigation, strata, property, which includes conveyancing, building and construction, wills and estate, and reach out to us and see if we could assist you, because we could just give guidance, and it's all about advocating your rights.